my dear student. Continuing the same chapter, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. I'm going to give you the questions and answers for this chapter, which is given in your textbook. So, you all have to take out your note copy and note down all the answers and questions also in your copy. Question number 1. Why was Nathu, the sweeper boy, annoyed? Answer for this question is, Nathu is the name of the sweeper boy. He is annoyed because his dues were not given by his employer and they also rejected the idea to give him a raise. Question number 2. How did news about the bank change from Mrs. Prakash telling to Mrs. Bhushan? Answer for this question is, the news about the bank changed from Mrs. Prakash telling to Mr. In the story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, Nathu was working as sweeper in the bank, who was not paid his salary by his boss, Govind Ram Seth so far. He discussed his situation with his friend named Sitaram, who was the son of washerman. Question number 3. How did the barber and his customer react to the news about the bank? What words in para 17 tell you that the customer was more worried about his money than his injury? Answer. Faz Hussain. The barber was so shocked to hear the news of the bank going bankrupt. His hands shook and he nicked his customer's right ear. The customer, an elderly gentleman with pain and distress. Pain because of the cut and distress because of the news he had heard, with one side of his neck still unshaved. He ran out of the shop to a general store where there was a telephone. This line shows that the customer was more worried about his money than his injury. Question number 4. Seth Govindram was known in town as a man of wealth whose haphazard business dealings had often brought him to the verge of ruin. Answer these questions about him. Number A. What made the townspeople think that the Seth had run away because of the bank's collapse? Para 17. Answer for this question is, the elderly customer at the barber shop ran out as soon as he got to know of the bank going insolvent. He went to a general store which had a telephone and dialed Seth Govindram's number. The Seth was not at home. He was holidaying in Kashmir. The elderly gentleman speculated that Seth Govindram had left town. When this piece of information did its rounds in the bazaars, everyone else was convinced that the Seth had run away. Question number 4b. What were the absurd rumors that were spreading about Seth Govind? Para 21. Answer for this question is, among the absurd rumors that were spreading about the Seth, one was that he had fled the state. Others insisted that he had fled the country. Some believed that he was hiding somewhere close by, possibly within the town. Number 4C question. Do you think the Seth's reputation made the rumors easier to believe? Why? Answer for this question is yes. The Seth's reputation made the rumors easier to believe. This is because the Seth was known for his pleasure, loving attitude and careless business dealings. His Frivolous ways made it difficult for the simple townsfolk to trust him entirely. Hence, a lot of them withdrew their money from the bank, way ahead of the speculated crash. Question number 5. Everyone seems to have gone mad. From para 22. Question 5a is, who said these words and why? Answer for this question is, a clerk at the bank, which had supposedly gone bankrupt, said these words over the telephone to a relative. The relative had called him to get facts about the bank's collapse. The clerk said these words because he did not know anything about the alleged bankruptcy. He could not even understand why half the town was at the bank, trying to take their money out. Question number 5b. According to you, what incident in the story reflected the madness of the town at its peak? Answer for this question. The incident of the entire town gathering at the bank and demanding their money, threatening to break in, reflects the madness of the town at its peak. Mischief makers who had no investment in the bank had also joined the crowd. When the manager tried to pacify them by declaring that the bank had plenty of money, nobody seemed to believe him. A few stones were hurled and the manager went inside, closing the iron grill gate. A brick smashed into the plate glass window which advertised the bank assets. This frenzied mob was ultimately dispersed of by timely police action. Question number 6. Read paras 24 and 30 again and answer these questions. Do you think the town residents show any concern for workers like Nathu, the sweeper boy? How do you say so? Answer for this question is, no, the town residents did not show any concern for workers like Nathu, the sweeper boy. While the entire town protested against the bank going insolvent, everyone forgot about Nathu, whose delayed pay had led to the speculation in the first place. On being probed, the clerks admitted that they have had their salaries. It was a few of the part-time workers who were getting paid late. 6th B question. Who do you think will be more affected by the collapse of the bank? Businessmen like Seth Govindram or workers like Nathu? Answer. Part-time workers like Nathu will get more affected by the collapse of the bank than its rich owner. Seth Govindram. If the bank did shut down eventually, workers like Nathu would possibly never get their dues or salaries. Question number 7. In your opinion, who was truly responsible for breaking the bank? Was it Nathu, Sitaram, the bank clerk, Seth Govindram, or town folk? Give reason for your answer. Answer is, it was Nathu who was responsible for breaking the bank. Nathu had complained to Sitaram, the washerman's son, about the irregular payment of his salary in his ideal conversation with Mrs. Prakash. Sitaram mentioned that the bank could not pay its employees. Mrs. Prakash informed her friend Mrs. Bhushan, who immediately concluded that the bank had gone insolvent. From Mrs. Bhushan, the rumor spread across the town like wildfire. Now, appreciating the text, question is, do you agree with the writer descriptions of human behavior? Can you think of any people who do not believe this way? Answer for this question is, the author keenly observed the nonsense of human behavior of a frenzied small town. The town in the foothills was otherwise peaceful. It never had a crisis, never had floods, earthquakes, or drought. So, the imminent crash of the local bank sent all the townsfolk speculating and rumor mongering. The result was panic and mass hysteria. Some boasted of their foresightedness, congratulating themselves on having already taken out their money or on never having invested any in the bank. Others blamed Seth Govindram's pleasure-loving ways for the demise of the bank. Human beings have a tendency of panicking once they get some unfavorable news. Since they are social animals, it is their natural instinct to share the news with a friend or a relative who might panic and pass on the news to someone else. At the end of this cycle, the news may have altered altogether. Rarely are there instances of people keeping calm and verifying the credibility of news. So these all are the question and answers which are given in your textbook. So in next video, we are going to start a new lesson. Thank you and God bless you.